Happy Hunger Games. In other words, come one, come all to the year-end gala. Or, catch it on the live stream. I, for one, knew our beloved Aurelia was a winner the moment she stepped on campus. Seriously, check the archives. But being a winner isn't the same as being the winner, darlings. I know I'm not alone in saying, give us some variety, Belvoir. Don't at me, Poppy, but the person I'm watching is wannabe herself. And to all of you gala haters, think of it this way. After tonight, you won't have to think of any of these couture clout chasers for another 3 months. But if you are attending, make sure you've stashed a Tide pen. Just in case it turns into a bloodbath. YSL and bloodstains are not a look. Kisses, the T. Queen Bee. Ugh, my favourite. Chapter 15, cross your fingers. Hope you've all had a great week. The spotlight shines on you, but it's Ina who steals the show. Who does she think she is, barging into your practice like this? Aurelia, there are some matters we need to discuss. Your eyes flit to Poppy, who has the smuggest and most lethal effing smirk you've ever seen on her face. Sounds important, Aurelia. You two should probably take a moment for yourselves. Professor Kingsley, did you hear the song I made with my water glasses? Chloe lifts a glass. Ina ignores her. This would be really funny if she wasn't staring at you while Poppy, aka Medusa herself, aka Satan incarnate, watches you with pure evil in her eyes. Aurelia, please. Oh, she did not just use that voice on you. You hop off the stage and take her elbow, steering her towards the exit with a teensy bit of rage in your step. I told you I put those quizzes in your file folder, Professor. I'll help you find them, but then I'm coming back to practice. You throw what you hope is an easy breezy smile over your shoulder that says BRB friends and not an eye-twitching grimace of panic. You get Ina outside the ballroom and fling her against the wall. Panic gives you super strength, apparently. File that one away for later. Ina, what the hell? You need to back off. I was in the middle of something. You can't just barge in and embarrass me like that. Do you know how that looked? You better have a damn good explanation for putting me on the spot like that. The shock from your superhuman throw wears off her face and she shakes her head guiltily. I'm sorry, I need to talk to you, Aurelia. And you need to deal with this once and for all. You grab Ina's arm and drag her back to her office before Poppy and her goons can catch up. Inside, you shut the door and cross your arms, giving Ina such a fierce glare you wonder if you're Medusa for a second. All right, let's hire it. I handled that poorly. I'm sorry, Aurelia, but I was starting to think I'd never get a chance to speak to you face to face. I don't mean to sound accusatory, but it feels as though you've been avoiding me. I realise how hypocritical that sounds. I know you've been busy with gala preparations, and I'm acting needy for your attention. She cuts herself off. Thank God, because you're starting to feel a few migraine twinges in your temples, and that is the last thing you need right now. What I really want to ask is everything okay, Aurelia? I'm worried about you. Everything's fine. I've just been busy. But it's mine to deal with. I have a lot going on, but it isn't something you can hype with. Aside from staying far, far away so Poppy retains zero blackmail on us, but that message isn't exactly one you've communicated clearly. She holds your gaze for a long moment. You think a spark of your sincerity has gotten through to her, because she nods. Very well, I know you're more than capable of handling yourself. Ina, I need you to understand that I'm up against Poppy in this gala. She'll do anything to defend her crown. She'll use literally anything as an attack against me, no matter if it's true or not. You have to be more careful about us. I can't let her expose what we have and ruin it. It might be pushing it, but it's the closest thing to an honest warning you can give her. What's going on, Aurelia? I want to be able to help you, but I can't if you push me away. Trust me, Ina. Can you do that? After a moment of hesitation, she takes your hand, bringing it to her lips. I do trust you. I should thank her, kiss her. You place a hand on her cheek, lean in and kiss her softly. As you start to pull back, she cups your face, holding you close. I can't help worrying. Seeing you surrounded by this school's elite, participating in the games they play. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. I don't want them to change you. I'm still here, Ina, and I'm still me. You should know I can't be changed that easily. I have to get back to practice. You said you trust me, so I'm going to trust you all night, or should I not? No, you... She clearly doesn't think everything is fine, but after your talk, you know she doesn't want to push it any further. At least, not now. You can trust me, of course. I'm sorry for making a scene earlier. I'll let you get back to practice. Okay, but real talk. Ina is genuinely the cutest. Like, imagine someone bursting in to disrupt you from whatever you're doing just because they needed to talk to you. Like, that is the cutest. Ugh, dream professor. My emotional support professor. You start to walk towards the door, but turn as she calls your name softly. Aurelia? Yeah? Good luck tomorrow. You give her a small smile and leave her office. Fade to darkness. You're sitting on your bed the next day, forcing your mind away from the Ina situation, as Zoe calls out from inside your walk-in closet. Ready to see the dress, babe? If you don't get your butt out here in the next 5 seconds, I'm coming in there. Oh, good boy, Hazelnut. Hazelnut says, me too. Zoe struts out of your closet like she's on America's Next Top Model. She does a spin, gown fluttering around her before putting a hand on her hip and smiling coyly at you. And what do you think? How is she this perfect? Ugh. Like, I know I said I didn't want to put them together anymore because Zoe didn't apologize, but let's be honest, she's so cute. I'm just going to go back to simping. Have I just left you speechless, Aurelia Hughes? Wow, yeah. You try, you really do, to think of words. Eloquent words, nice words, pretty words. But you end up blurting out, God, you're hot. Zoe brushes her lips teasingly against your cheek, and the butterflies go crazy in your stomach. Glad you've noticed. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, how is he so cute? Not the dress, you adorable little monster. Hazelnut, come. Hazelnut turns at your command and runs over, hopping up the doggy stairs to your bed and plopping onto your lap. There are doggy stairs? Oh my god, that's the cutest thing. Who's a good boy learning all his commands? Who's a smart little perfect boy? Arf, arf, arf. Doggy says, I'm still focused on that. Hazelnut wriggles happily at the praise. Ugh, what a perfect pup. I agree. Zoe gives you a look. You sure you're not taking him as your date? Hazelnut, I didn't even think of that. Huh? Next year, bud. Here, go fetch. You toss his favourite toy out the door, and he goes sprinting after it. His yipping most definitely driving your neighbours crazy. But too bad for them. The outfit I picked out for you is en route from the boutique. But in the meantime, how are you doing? It's the big day. Well, I'm about to try to win over a whole bunch of rich islands who have my fight in their hands, so freaking out a bit? Stop. You can handle a ballroom full of stuck-up richlings. You've been dealing with Poppy all year long. You're right. I'm still nervous, though. I'm gonna bear this bitch. But I could use a good luck kiss. Aw, you think my kisses give good luck? That's my hypothesis, but we'll have to test it out before we draw any conclusions. You've been such a nerd since you enrolled in that lab course. Come here. You let your eyes slide shut as her lips press against yours softly, and you let out a soft hum. You shiver as she cups your face in her hand, pressing her lips a little firmer to yours before pulling back to grin at your dazed expression. That enough? No, definitely not yet. She laughs as you pull her in for another kiss, her smile melting against your own as she loops her arms around your neck to kiss you harder. Then the doorbell rings, effectively interrupting the best thing that's happened all day. Boo! Boo, you whore. And that, my dear, is your nut dress. Why, now dress? But she's already hurried out of your room. She comes back a minute later with a garment bag that hangs over your closet door. Word on the street is that Poppy was spotted getting fitted for something lacy and pink Chanel the other day. Which is why you need a look that's on the total opposite end of the spectrum. Something that says, Aurelia Hughes, Queen Bee. She unzips the garment bag, revealing a luxurious wine red shimmering fabric. Your mouth waters a little bit. Oh my god, is that an Octavia Olivier exclusive power suit handmade just for you with your exact measurements? I might have called in a little favor. I adore you. Not as much as I adore you. Now get your sexy ass into this look already. Wear this stunning power suit. Ooh, girl, that is fucking cute. Have you seen Came to Slay Us? Ooh, damn. Oh, girl, we have got to get this. I mean, I'm just in shock at how beautiful that is. Bow down, bitches. We're at the top now. Look. I'm so proud of Aurelia. Look at our little girl getting all to the top. This is everything. Almost, but a royal look needs a royal hairstyle, and I've already got you your crown. Why does she have to have that ugly ass hair though? She doesn't look cute with it. And I don't need any more reputation points, so I'm just gonna say no. Yeah, I appreciate the offer, but I like my hair how it is. God, that hair was ugly. So do I, babe. So do I. Thank God I didn't need any more rep points. I think this calls for a little pre-party, don't you? I'll pop the champagne. Good to know other cultures do this weird pre-gaming ritual. You and Zoe slowly spend the rest of the afternoon sipping champagne and eating mini pizza pockets until your limo arrives to take you to the gala. Do you say gala or gala? Let me know in the comments. As your limo pulls up to the gala venue, which is literally on campus, this limo ride is so pretentious. You see a disorienting amount of camera flashes through the tinted windows. So, this isn't some Hollywood red carpet premiere, right? Why are there so many of them? Hey, we already talked about this. You can't show fear. Paparazzi are like wolves. They smell that stuff. Besides, I'll be there to fight them for you if they get too rabid. You've got nothing to be scared of. You'd really fight them for me? As long as you cheered me on, I'd be a campus legend. You're officially the best date partner in crime. Zoe leans closer to you, her eyes sparkling playfully, her breath against your lips as she answers. Usually you ask Summer to be your date before you get to the venue. Is that a yes? You're lucky you're so cute. Yes. Her lips brush yours, but all too soon, the limo stops and the chauffeur opens the door. Zoe grins and pats your cheek. Come on, time for your entrance. She kisses your cheek and slides out of the limo. You follow her, eyes screaming in pain as you fight not to squint at the camera flashes. And then you notice Zoe waiting for you, her hand extended, smiling radiantly and outshining all of the cameras. What? How is she so pretty? This should be illegal. You take her hand, feeling warmth spread through you as she laces her fingers with yours. Remember, it's your moment. Our moment. The paparazzi are out in droves, and because this night can't give you just one moment of peace, Poppy's already holding all the attention. No need to push, darlings. There'll be plenty of time to talk to all of you. Miss Sinclair, over here. Give us your best smile. Chad Bentley for celeb highlight. Could I have a word, please, Miss Sinclair? They flock around Poppy like seagulls to that one lone potato chip in the middle of the street, except this potato chip is decked out in couture and loving the limelight. You can have a few words, actually. Long live the Queen, and ever may she prosper. Poppy catches sight of you and Zoe passing by, and her mouth falls open. Aurelia Hughes, you look like you actually came to win. Colour me surprised. Chad follows Poppy's gaze, then ditches her and waves his camera woman to follow him over to you. Chad Bentley for celeb highlight. You look stunning tonight, Miss Hughes. Would you tell us who you're wearing? This is an Octavia Olivier exclusive. I have to hand it to my stylist, Zoe. She knows how to make me stay night in a sea of pastel pinks. You flash a grin at Poppy, who positively simmers at the jab. Check out my picture for my other fashion looks at Zoe Wade Music. You hear that, Fox? Looks like we've got 2 new trendsetters on the scene. Now, Aurelia, myself and our celeb highlight viewers have one more question for you. Excuse me, what the hell? Chad ignores her. You kind of wish he didn't, because she looks like someone just force-fed her pig slop. Sure, Chad, what would you like to know? One of our superfans, Bellevoir's Sansi Roberta, has been very vocal about you taking home the person to watch award tonight. Well, I'm not gonna contradict my favorite professor now, am I? Love you, Professor Roberta. You've got this, Aurelia. Show them what my favorite student is made of. Roberta jumps up and down in the crowd behind the stanchions. You wave. The camera captures the totes touching moment. Chad laughs and thrusts his microphone right in your face. On that note, do you have anything to say to your competition tonight, Aurelia? I'd just like to say, the future is Aurelia. Long live the No Queen. You all tried, but I've won. You heard it here first, highlighters. Thank you, Aurelia, and best of luck from all of us. What a fitting sentiment. Long live the new queen. Out with the old, in with the new. You and Zoe strut down the rest of the red carpet together, dissolving into giggles when you walk past Poppy's murderous glare. You walk into the ballroom and hear guests complimenting the stellar decor, as they should. Now this is a ballroom. My goodness, it's just stunning. We have to find out who designed it. Our foyer is due for an upgrade. And on that note, you spot the rest of the top 5 sans Poppy nearby. Veronica is, to nobody's surprise, live streaming. Well, she wouldn't be our Veronica if she didn't. And oh my god, she looks good. Sorry, but how does she look this good? I am in awe. Okay, Veronica, tune in a few hours and I'll give you the full recap. Love you, stay sexy, mwah. She shuts off the stream and immediately looks exhausted by the very concept of life itself. At least she's relatable off screen. Can I just bounce? I had to reschedule my 90-day fiance live stream to kiss people's asses all night, and I'm so not okay with that. Also, that really cute rose gold bracelet that she's wearing, well, armlet, is really cute. Not like anyone's actually going to miss you if you leave, Veronica. Go take your own advice for once. Yo, Aurelia and Zoe in the house. Let's get this party started. I am in love. I just saw Chloe and how is she? She shouldn't be this pretty, right? This seems illegal. Oh, great. It's Oompa Loompa 1 and 2 here to officially make this night suck. Can we rescue her from, Poppy's clutches? Because I genuinely feel like she made her a bad person. I'm sure she used to be nice, and I just want to rescue her and date her. She's so pretty. I'm pretty sure she's the prettiest out of everyone tonight. It should be illegal. That was officially a sick burn, Chloe. You've had all year to think of new nicknames, and you're still using the ones from kickoff day? Before Chloe can yap anymore, Poppy struts in, already biting Taylor's head off about something. Poppy's daily bitch fest is well underway, it seems. Take Entertainment Anonymous off my call list. I can't believe they name-dropped Riverdale during my interview. Oh, Poppy, when did you get so touchy? You won't have to worry about your call list for much longer. Once they catch wind of your rancid attitude, they'll all take you off their speed dial. Sponsors, too, they're all about a squeaky clean public image and good sportsmanship and boring stuff like that. Poppy gives Veronica a glare that's the mental equivalent of flipping her the bird. That's when Poppy processes the fact that she isn't standing in the boring ballroom she planned, but in your actually original and creative one. What the hell did you do to the decor, Riverdale? It's funny because she's pissed off about Riverdale twice now. Poppy, if you think I'm making these guests sit through your basic ass golden cream color scheme for the third year in a row, you are crazy. Look around. People love what they see. If you think a star-spangled ceiling is going to help you win, guess again. It takes class, something you've yet to pick up. Tanya, my feet are killing me. God, how stupid you have to be to order the wrong shoe size. So sorry, Poppy. It won't happen again. As Poppy hobbles away, good, Taylor sidles up to you and whispers in your ear. I ordered the wrong size on purpose, and I gave her decaf with breakfast. She's totally crashing, and I feel so alive. Oh, she's adorable. I always knew you had the workings of a vengeful mastermind in you, Tyler. I guess Poppy shouldn't have been so nasty to me if she didn't want me to pick up on her weaknesses. Anyway, good luck tonight, Aurelia. She grins at you before sprinting off to catch up to Poppy, just as Thomas Styles steps onto the stage and takes the mic. Good evening, alums, faculty, person to watch award hopefuls, and guests alike. Our talent show will begin at 10. In the meantime, please enjoy the refreshments as you mingle. Yes, the mini quiche are wrapped in gold foil. No, they won't poison you. But no promises about the guests. Just try to be friends. You might even make some new ones. You don't know if you should laugh along or break into a sweat. Zoe nudges her hip against yours as Thomas disappears backstage. That's your cue to get out there and talk up to the guests before Poppy sends them all running for the exit. Butter 'em up before the talent show. Right, Operation Fake It Till You Make It. Here we go. Yo, Aurelia, let me introduce you to Chester Morton. Dude played QB for us when I was a freshman. Carter throws an arm over your shoulders and steers you over to the stack tables. So, what, I should talk to him about touchdowns or something? Actually, maybe don't mention football. He had a rough season. His team's ranked last in the league. Oh, there he is. Chester dude, this is my friend Aurelia Hughes. Chester turns around with a goblet of shrimp and cocktail sauce. This guy had better have a breath mint on him. Hey, Aurelia, nice to meet you. Any friend of Carter's is a friend of mine. Likewise. At least you hope so. Carter said not to mention football. Chester has a shrimp cocktail in his hands. Here goes nothing. So, Chester, how many touchdowns did you throw this season? Did you see my kickoff day performance? Have you tried Tabasco in your cocktail sauce? Whoa, I've never thought of that. I don't think I see Tabasco, but do you think this probiotic hot sauce with truffle flakes will work? Can rich people stop ruining everything good in the world? Definitely. He pours the pretentious hot sauce into his cocktail sauce, dunks in a shrimp, and slurps it into his mouth. Dang, Hughes, you know what's up. I gotta tell my bros about this. He whips out a phone and takes a pic of his plate, then fires off a text to his bros. Well, that worked, somehow. Hey, Aurelia, I'm gonna introduce you to someone. You can't say no. Seriously, I'm not over how good Veronica looks. Like, oh my god, please can we sleep with her again? She's goddess, like, beautiful. Veronica appears out of literally nowhere and loops her arm through yours, which feels weirdly staged. You look around suspiciously for any of her sponsors. Let me guess, I have to meet some influencer friend of yours to make you look good? My mom, Sandra, she's a fashion designer. She made my dress tonight. Just talk to her about that, and she'll love you. Hey, Mom, this is Aurelia. She's the one from the farm. Aurelia is totally in love with your daughter, Mom. Excuse me? The farm? Had to channel my inner Aurelia for that. Before you can say that you're from the very respectable town of Riverdale, thank you very much, Sandra Lombardi grabs your shoulders and kisses your cheeks with gusto. Oh, Aurelia, aren't you just darling? And you too, mi amor. Oh, my gown looks perfect on you. She wraps her daughter in a tight hug and kisses her cheeks as well. Veronica takes it like a champ, smiling like she does for her live streams. Thanks, Mom. I'll get a selfie with you later. I just saw Roger from Mary Claire. I'll let him know about the dress. She makes her escape expertly, leaving you with her simpering fashion designer mother. My word, it can't be. But is that one of the bodysuits from Octavia Olivier's upcoming fall collection? It is. I kind of have an in with her. You look stunning, darling. Don't tell anyone, but Octavia and I have a collection coming out next spring. I love all her work. So do I. I'll keep an eye on Veronica's socials for news on your collab. So, Miss Lombardi, what would it mean to you if Veronica won the Person to Watch award? I love Veronica's dress. What are your socials? Her eyes light up with a legit manic gleam. Either she's about to kill you or... Isn't it just beautiful? One of my most inspired designs, if I do say so myself. Now I picked glossy satin fabric because... And I oop. 10 minutes later... And that's why I settled on Carmelia Currant as the precise shade of red that would flatter her best. Oh, I just love a good fashion talk. Here's my card, darling. Schedule something with my assistant for next week. I already have a design in mind for you. I'd love that. Look forward to my call. Sandra kisses your cheeks and leaves. Those 10 minutes of nodding and smiling to the point you felt like a bobblehead? So worth it. You see a flash of platinum blonde hair in your periphery, and then Chloe standing in front of you, looking nervous. Oh, she's so cute. She's helping us out, and she's nervous. No one, me, just being a simp over Chloe. Hashtag make Chloe and I. Hey, quick, when Poppy's in the bathroom, I'll introduce you to her parents. Okay, this new dynamic we have going on where you're not always the bane of my existence is really weird. Make Aurelia and Chloe the queens. I pretend I see it. What, I'm like not totally Blithson all the time. Ugh, just shut up and follow me. So cute. Literally no one has to say anything and I will simp over Chloe. I have to laugh. She puts on a sugary smile and leads you over to a man and woman who look, unsurprisingly, rich and mean. You will yourself not to nervous sweat. Oh, look, those were the ones who liked our design. Anna Pierce, you have to meet Aurelia Hughes. She's competing for the Person to Watch award with me and Poppy. Anna and Piers look down their noses at you. You prepare to suffer through the next however many minutes when they smile. Well, hello indeed, Aurelia. A friend of Chloe's is a friend of the Sinclairs. We have to have you over during summer break. Maybe you can join us in Cabo. Oh, yeah, totally. That'd be fun. They have no effing idea. Does Poppy not talk to them about you at all? Do they think Poppy's your friend? So, you're taking on our darling girl for the award this year. Very daring of you, young lady. Honestly, I've been schooling Poppy all year. It's an honor to compete against Poppy. I've heard all about her legacy in my short year here. It's no wonder she's already won the Person to Watch award twice. She has Sinclair blood in her veins. She's always been destined for greatness, that one. Your eye twitches because you know Poppy has absolutely zero Sinclair blood in her, but you've decided not to be a demon at the moment and keep smiling. Totally. I really admire how she runs Zeta and stays consistently on top of the rankings. She handles the pressure with so much grace. Yeah, you're kissing their asses. What about it? You might be scared of Poppy, but you have no clue what these two are capable of, and you're taking zero risk. Thank you very much. You're just darling. The next time I treat Poppy and the Zetas to a spa day, you have to come along. I'd love that. Bonding with the Zetas has been one of the highlights of my years. Not. They just smile at you like you're the sweetest sugar plum there ever was, and you roll your eyes slightly as they walk away. Survived that one. Suddenly, the classical music starts playing a little louder. Taking the hint, more couples migrate to the dance floor. And Taylor and Benedict are among them. They twirl around, lost in their own little nerdy world at the edge of the dance floor. You look beautiful tonight, my sweet. Like the splendor of a moonlit pond blanketed in cherry blossoms. Oh, Benedict, you're so poetic. Okay, getting them together is the biggest thing I've ever done. You look around for someone to dance with. Poppy's halfway across the dance floor, Zoe's by the snacks, and you even notice Ina loitering by the stage. Okay, why don't we have Chloe here? But also, I'm going to dance with Ina, my emotional support professor. You start walking towards Ina, but when your eyes meet, she swiftly turns and ducks into the wings. Excuse me? You look around to make sure you aren't being watched, then follow her, making your way backstage. Aurelia? I thought you were trying to run away from me. I'm sorry, I was aiming to find somewhere we wouldn't be seen. And I hoped you would follow. Also, they're matching outfits tonight. Bougie. Seriously, how is Ina so hot? How are all the women in Queen Bee so hot? It's just, I am gay. The decor might not be much back here, but she smiles softly at you, extending her hand. May I have this dance? Only because you're so charming. You take her hand and she gently takes your waist with her other. The two of you sway to the music filtering in from the ballroom. She pulls you closer so that you rest your head on her shoulder, the smell of her perfume warm and comforting. You look stunning. You're looking particularly classy yourself. I couldn't help noticing you making the rounds earlier, like a true socialite. It's one of those necessary evils, I guess. Go to the gala, play some musical chairs with people who eat gold nuggets for breakfast. Ina laughs quietly, but her expression quickly sobers. You sense a serious talk coming on. It's funny, thinking back to when we first met. I could tell you weren't from around here. Now, you almost feel like you were born into this world. Ina, I'm still the same person. Did you like that Aurelia better? The Aurelia from the bar that was still naive and innocent? Still riling from that first showdown with Poppy? She touches your cheek softly. You're still the same vibrant, intelligent, witty Aurelia, and I'm exceptionally fond and proud of you. But I know Belvoir isn't a kind place. I see it every day in my classes. I just hope it hasn't tarnished you in ways I can't see. And if it has, then I hope you will one day feel comfortable telling me about it so I can help rid you of that tarnish. All I want is to be someone you can rely on. I do rely on you, more than you even know. I suppose I just wonder, if you do win this, what pressures will you face in the coming year? I mean, the obvious answer is Poppy trying to dethrone me, which honestly, I don't even care. She steers you into a slow circle, peering down into your face with raised eyebrows. Really? You don't care? Ina, I'm not like Poppy. I'm not obsessive about the rankings. Right? And yet, from what I've gathered, she is. I can't imagine her letting you live in peace. I get that you're worried, but I just want to focus on us right now. Tonight, I don't want to worry about anything. You turn your face into her neck, feeling her warmth, brushing your lips against her pulse. This is probably the only moment we'll get together tonight. I don't want to think about anything else. She wraps both arms around you, squeezing you tightly, the two of you coming to a standstill in the center of the backstage area. You're all I want to focus on too. You're all I ever want to focus on. I care about you a great deal, Aurelia. Then just hold my Ina. The two of you dance close, and you feel secure in her arms. You find yourself relaxing for the first time since you stepped into the ballroom. Ina? Yes, Aurelia? Thanks for looking out for me. It means a lot to have you here tonight. She tilts her head and presses her lips to yours for a chaste, lingering kiss. I'm rooting for you, Aurelia. If you want to win this gala, then I want that for you, because I want you to be happy. Just then, you hear footsteps approaching. Yeah, hang on, I think I saw him backstage. Ina loosens her hold on you, stepping back with a pained look in her eyes. It looks like our time together is up. We should take different paths back to the ballroom. She presses her lips to your forehead, making your heart flutter, but in a sad, painful kind of way. You wish you had more time with her, that you didn't have to hide. Best of luck, Aurelia. She gives you a soft smile, then with a visible effort, she turns away from you and slips back through the curtains into the ballroom. You head off the other way, returning to the ballroom with plenty of time to spare before the talent show. We get to dance with all of them? Okay, the Poppy scene has to be interesting. She's still a bitch, but like, maybe she's got hidden depths. Me pretending that it's gonna go well. You might be signing your death warrant, but what's a girl without a little danger? Besides, you and Poppy haven't had a bitch off yet tonight. You catch up to Poppy before she can leave the dance floor. She gives you an absolutely lethal smirk as you stop in front of her. Well, look what the sow herder's dragged in. At least she isn't squealing and snorting. The pig jokes were daylight 2 months ago. I think you're losing your age, Poppy. Or maybe you're starting to like me. Poppy lets out a loud, unfettered laugh, like evil queen having a moment kind of laughter. You know what I mean. Like you, Riverdale? What I like is imagining the look on your homely little face when this night ends with me on the throne. Then maybe you'll finally learn that you were never in a league to challenge me. Ooh, there they are. Poppy's claws make a resurgence, but you just keep on smiling, your voice sugary sweet. You've pulled every trick in the book and I'm still here. All I've learned so far is that you're kind of an awful person, Poppy. And you can't stay away from me. So what does that say about you, Aurelia Hughes? Just that I keep my enemies close. Rich and bitchy is my type. And that's not a compliment, by the way. No, it's an admission, though I'm surprised you made it to my face. You really think I'm too scared to tell you I think you're hot? If you were the type to get scared, Riverdale, I would have never tolerated you as much as I do. Dance with me. That's gay, Poppy. What? Poppy rolls her eyes, then flaps a hand at the couples and groups dancing to the slow waltz music. If you're going to stand there like a brainless imbecile, do me a favour and do it off the dance floor and out of my line of sight. Though I was under the impression you stopped me because you wanted to dance with me. She grabs your hand, puts her other on your waist and starts to steer you. Is this going to somehow lead to your untimely demise? Your dancing leaves much to be desired, though I suppose I shouldn't expect much from someone raised in a barn. I'll show her my dance moves. Pull closer. You hook an arm around her waist and pull her flush to you. It's almost like she was expecting it, hands laying easily onto your shoulder. How about now? I didn't know you were so desperate to get close to me. She lets her arms loop loosely around your neck, and you find your own doing the same around her waist. She stares boldly into your eyes as you sway to the music, and you aren't sure if she's mentally plotting your demise or undressing you with her mind. You aren't trying to get away from me. I'm finding your company more bearable than I expected. I've been thinking, Riverdale, I'm a proud person, but not too proud to admit when someone has shown their potential. Once this night is over, and I'm queen again, I'd like to offer you a place in my posse. First of all, as if. Second of all, where the hell did that come from, and why in the hell would I want to be one of your underlings? For the power it grants you, of course. Nothing compared to mine, but you'd be guaranteed a spot in the top 15 all next year. I might even consider making you my side piece, if you're good. Her lips hover close to yours, and they smell like her berry lip gloss. You can't help wondering how it tastes. No, Aurelia, focus. I don't need you, Poppy, and like hell I'd want to spend more time around you than I have to. Come on, Aurelia, we both know that even you like her just a smidge. Then why are you here right now, Riverdale? Good question. She smirks, arms still looped around your neck. You stare straight back and prepare to say the most superior thing you can think of. Sorry, but this is such a cute scene. Like, I know I completely swore off Poppy, but it's such a cute scene. Like, I'm here to tell you, you look good. I've already won. Them flirting is giving me life. Seriously, Aurelia, you dumb simp. Oh, that is original, unfiltered laughter. They use the word simp. I mean, the way Aurelia is a simp for like every woman in this book, though, I have to laugh. You like the dress? Chanel. Dress? Yes. All of the rest of her? Also yes. You don't say that out loud, though, and she frowns as you keep your mouth shut. What? Don't stop. I was actually beginning to enjoy myself. The way it's cute. So you like it when I compliment you? I like it when anyone compliments me, but especially Aurelia. There's an edge of laughter in her voice, and for once, it isn't tinged with malice. You'll love our verbal sparring sessions. Admit it, you're having fun with me. She rolls her eyes, but there's a hell of a lot less sass in the motion than you're actually used to. Though it pains me to be this honest, you're the most fun I've had all night. Her hand slides down your arm, and she leans in, close, hot breath against the shell of your ear. But let's be real. We'd both have a lot more fun somewhere with fewer rules and fewer uptights to perform for. Are you propositioning me, Poppy? I'm being generous and offering you my time, but you can flatter yourself and think whatever you'd like. Oh no! I accidentally clicked on the screen! I think I'd like to get the hell out of here. And I think that can be arranged. And somehow she manages to get you off the dance floor and out of the ballroom before you've fully processed what the hell you're doing. The two of you stumble into the sorority house. You get halfway up the marble staircase before she shoves you against the banister and seals her mouth to yours. She presses you back against the railing, her mouth dropping to your neck, and she is not gentle. You can't help gasping and shivering at the feel of her tongue and teeth. Goodness, Riverdale, alert the entire sorority to your presence, will you? Oh, please, you wouldn't be making out with me halfway up the stairs if you wanted to be so. Nobody will see. I know these girls too well. Anybody not at the gala is watching the live stream in the kitchen over pints of ice cream. They don't think I know they hide in the extra freezer. You let her suck on a sensitive spot behind your ear for a second before you regain the mental capacity to string another sentence together. If you know them so well, you must know the rumor that Ohio secretly ships us. Poppy nibbles at your earlobe and you suck in a breath, brain capacity flying back to zero so fast it's not even funny. Ohio hardly has the brain cells to tie her own shoes, so I'm not surprised she thinks about something so asinine about the two of us. Admit it, Poppy, you want me, like me. I don't know. She trails a fingernail down your cheek. I find you amusing. Does that count? You're gonna have to be a bit more descriptive. She scoffs softly, tracing her fingernail along your lower lip now, her eyes following the movement. I suppose, sometimes, I'm capable of hearing your voice and not wanting to run out screaming at the next door. Her fingernail traces down the side of your neck and you suppress a shiver. And occasionally, I find your Midwestern wit and gall to be mildly refreshing. Just say it, Poppy. You lean in, bringing your lips inches from her so that you're able to feel the warmth of her breath. You like me. Poppy lets out a laugh that is practically all air, then closes her hand around your wrist and tugs you the rest of the way up the stairs. Oh, Aurelia, I'm no liar. She shoves open her bedroom door, then straight up manhandles you inside. You trip over your stilettos, and the two of you already somehow lip-locked before the door is even closed. Bullshit, all you do is lie. She slides her hand around the back of your neck and pulls you the rest of the way forward, pressing her lips to yours. In that case, I don't want you to strip now, or I'm leaving. In a hurry to get naked? I don't like to waste time, Aurelia Hughes. I recommend you don't keep me waiting. Okay, you and Poppy are going to have to explore this bossy in the bedroom thing again sometime, because you're kind of a lot into it. You both quickly undress, Poppy managing to make unzipping her own dress look a lot more graceful than you. Then she draws you back into another heated kiss. This is definitely like something we should do more often. You so wish. Her mouth tastes like whatever lightly spirited, fruity cocktail she was drinking while smoozing earlier, and you shiver as she lightly scrapes her fingernails against the back of your neck. Are you? Putty in my hands already? You so wish. You give her a sudden shove, but as she falls onto the bed, she grabs your hand, yanking you down on top of her. Oh. My, your reflexes could use some work. I know how thrilling it must be for you to have a face full of my breasts, but I suggest you move before you suffocate. Please, your boobs ain't that big. I'll get my weight down her body and get my mouth back on hers. Damn, Aurelia, you said... You open your mouth and swipe your tongue against her breast along the edge of her bra. She arches her back, bringing a hand to the back of your head to hold you there. Jay, Papa, you didn't say you were gonna forcibly suffocate me with your bows. You hear her let out a scornful sound. Your bedroom talk sucks. I reserve my mouth for better purposes. And you start kissing down her body, scraping your teeth playfully against her skin and making her breath catch once more. Her hips rise off the bed as you swirl your tongue around her navel, but you press them back down as you kiss lower. She bites back a sound as you pull at the waistband of her panties with your teeth before letting it snap back against her skin. Sorry, what was that? Get on with it already. Tss, tss. You really are impatient to have me, aren't you? You lean over her, smirking as she lifts her eyebrows in challenge. You've got me right where you wanted me. I don't know why you insist on stretching this out. Because foreplay's fun, duh. Have a little imagination, Poppy. Oh, I have plenty, but we're running on limited time. Am I going to have to order you through this entire transaction? That does sound pretty hot. Popeye, let me take control. Have your way with me. That is the first fully self-aware thing I have ever heard come out of your mouth. I'm nearly impressed. She hooks a leg around your waist and flips you over, quickly pinning you down and straddling your hips. A queen belongs on top, after all. So how many times have you thought of topping me, Poppy? Must you always open that annoying mouth of yours to attempt to give me migraines at the most inopportune times? She plants her palms heavily on your shoulders, leaning forward to press you down further against the mattress. No more of your inane quips, Riverdale, or I will leave you here high and not so dry. You are so hot when you're bossy. Which is all the time. My, Riverdale, you sure are giving me plenty of ammunition to use against you. You smirk up at her, feeling a shiver zip through you as her fingers play against your stomach. You roll your hips up against her. Use it however you want. She smirks back down at you. The air between you is practically crackling. You are going to use that frustrating mouth of yours for my pleasure and mine alone. You will make no other sounds than what is required. You sure think about my mouth a lot. She grabs your jaw in a firm grip, a gleam in her eyes as she leans close, her hair dropping around your face like curtains. I mean it, Hughes. You're playing by my rules now. Understood? She bites your lower lip in warning, but you can tell it's also a test, and you swallow back your gasp, arousal pooling low in your stomach. You let out a whimper of pure, unadulterated lust, which she correctly takes as an agreement because she moves away to take off her panties. That's more like it. I'm going to use you, Hughes, like you're one of my toys, and I expect you to leave me satisfied. She crawls over to you and straddles your face, raising herself up on her knees. You forget how to breathe for a second. Jesus. Sorry, God. My word, this is... I mean, you know that thing where it's just like two eyes and it's just looking completely shocked? Yeah, that is me. That is me right now. Okay. If you do perform to my satisfaction, I may even give you a reward. And then she lowers herself down. You're all too eager to meet her, licking against her centre like it's a damn feast. Yes, just like that. Her voice is breathy as she rocks against your face, one hand on top of your head, the other curled against the headboard. You grab her hips, giving yourself more leverage as you suck and stroke her with your tongue. Ah, yes. It doesn't take long for her to fall apart, her thighs trembling around your face as she moans out her release and then slumps off you. You've barely caught your own breath when you feel her hands on your thighs. Your eyes fly open as she spreads your legs open. Jeez, don't you need a break? I was under the impression you would want your reward, Riverdale. And yes, you're allowed to talk again. You shudder as her fingers hook in your panties and slide them down, and as she dips her face between your thighs, you gasp at the first sparks of pleasure. Poppy doesn't waste time with cuddling afterwards. She catches her breath, stretches luxuriously, then hops out of the bed. Well, I feel refreshed and ready to get back to things, don't you? Ah, you don't want to fix each other's hair or take a shower together or something? Sorry, but we deserve to see Poppy and Aurelia cuddling. We deserve it. Poppy lets out a sharp laugh, fixing her hair in the mirror before shimmying her dress back up her body and spritzing on more perfume. I have a schedule to maintain, Hughes, and next on my itinerary is winning the Person to Watch award for the 3rd year straight. She straps on her stilettos and walks to the door, turning to throw an amused look your way before she opens it. Well, are you going to lie there all night and miss when I'm crowned the winner? In your dreams, Pappy. I'm right behind you. She throws her door open and the hallway lights glow around her, making her look like the queen she's so used to being. Game on, then. And then she's gone, leaving you to get out of her bed and slip your clothes back on before making your way to the gala. Later, you're the last contestant backstage for the talent show, waiting for Poppy's routine to start, but what the hell is wrong with my music? Poppy stomps backstage, hissing so sharply she sounds like the snake she actually is. Penelope fiddles with the sound system. Looks like some sort of technical failure in the machinery. Don't worry, I've got it. As she pushes buttons or whatever, you hear the crowd grow restless. Yo, I'm bored. Okay, all fixed. Poppy's music starts blasting and she sprints back on stage just in time. Penelope rolls her eyes. God, she's so dumb. I literally just didn't hit the play button. I bet her grades are tanking without me. Next up, her spot on the throne. Poppy finally finishes her 6-minute dance routine, then insists on sticking around longer to force people to keep applauding. Apart from her, Carter got a standing ovation with his vocal performance. People took a bathroom break during Veronica's makeup tutorial. She didn't care. And Chloe's musical glasses thing happened. And last, but certainly not least, we have Aurelia Hughes, who will be performing a roast of her fellow competitors. While Poppy joins the other contestants in the ballroom, Zoe slips backstage. You got this. Go knock 'em dead. Preferably literally, in Poppy's case. This little piggy's gonna blow this ballroom down. Here, hold my phone so I don't have to slip it between my boobs. You hand Zoe your phone, and without it, you have no way of knowing what the rankings are. The suspense makes you jittery as Thomas calls your name. Aurelia, your look is fire tonight. Let's hope your jokes are too. You step onto the stage with the confidence of a lioness on the prowl amidst cheers from the audience. Hello, Belvoir. It's been a... Oh, look, that's a funky new symbol next to her name. Can't wait to find out what she is. Well, it's been a bitch of a year. And speaking of Chloe... Hey! Chuckles spread out through the crowd. Congrats on Chloe. Finally figured out words aren't your forte. Oh, wait, I meant Poppy. Chloe, you're doing great, sweetie. Yes, of course, that one. Aw, thanks. She's so cute. I just want to cuddle her. Poppy purses her lips, looking annoyed. What, Poppy? Can you blame me? You're the one who has to outshine Chloe at every possible opportunity. It's not my fault you outbitch her too. And Veronica, since you're paying zero attention, I'll let your followers pass this on. Forget person to watch. Why don't you try a person who watches where she's going? An influencer walks into a bar. It's Veronica with her head in her phone. She has a concussion now. Veronica looks up from her phone as the audience starts laughing. Were you talking to me? I'll rest my case, ladies, gents, and fabulous guests of all genders. And then we have Hermione Carter. The footballers and frat bros start all at hooting and hollering. Whoa! Hell yeah, my man! I say Carter's got some love-struck fans in the audience. Good, I bet any one of you would be an improvement over his ex. The guys laugh and Liam pulls Carter into a big wholesome bro hug. You know, it's hard to think of anything to say that's bad about Carter Jackson. So I won't. He's honestly incredible. But I can't ignore his truly questionable taste. Handsome, likable, kind. And did you hear the pipes on that dude? Move over, Zephyrin. He's the total package. That's not a roast. Yes, it is. It's a roast of everyone who's not as cool as Carter. You're the only one to compare, Aurelia Hughes. You blow him a kiss as Poppy and Chloe roll their eyes. Now, anyone who's ever met Poppy Sinclair can tell you she's impossible to forget. Mostly because her perfume's so strong you reek of her for weeks. She leaves an indelible mark of evil on your soul. She's gorgeous, vicious, and the best nemesis a girl could ask for. You wink and blow her a kiss, and Poppy narrows her eyes. Seriously, Pop, I could do this all night. My only question is, can you keep up? To your surprise and delight, you see Poppy's parents openly chuckling over their glasses of Louis Latour 2015 Cabernet, while Poppy turns just about as red as the wine. I'd go on, but Poppy's gonna have to spend the rest of her night and her Belvoir career as the butt of a joke when she loses this award in 5 minutes. So with that, I'll turn it over to our very own Dane Marguerite Steinhelm. As people are still openly laughing at Poppy and your other roast victims, Dean Steinhelm takes to the stage and clears her throat. Ahem. Thank you to our finalists for your enjoyable and at times enlightening display of your talents. She looks straight at Chloe, who blushes and grins, thinking it was a compliment. Stop bullying her. She's adorable and she's doing her best. Chloe, you're doing great, sweetie. But now is the moment we've all been waiting for. Finalists, please join me on stage as I announce Belvoir's next person to watch. Ugh, that was such a good chapter. One of the best, dare I say, the best. I can't believe they would do that. We have to wait until next week. At least you guys will catch it with me. Poppy is such a fun person to flirt with, shall we say. And who can forget our lovable resident Professor Ina or Zoe? God, they're all just so special. And Chloe, the absolute gem of them all. How is she so adorable? I cannot believe it. Anyway, tune in next time when we'll find out the biggest reveal of them all. Have a good week. Stay frosty, puppies.